Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
It's Wednesday. We got a great show lined up for you, folks. Lots of very nice people that we're going to be talking to today. Looking at our list here, we're going to be visiting with Wayne Hammond today on the Breakfast Show. And, of course, Wayne has a barn full of antiques out at the Custer County Fairgrounds. I bet he's thinking you might want to take a look at for Christmas gifts. Also a ticket giveaway to the Tiffany Theater today. And Ryan at the Garden Center. Probably going to tell you how many trees he has left from the shipment that he got in recently for Christmas trees and all the gift ideas they have there. And Custer Federal State Bank. Looks like Anna Marie will be our guest via the telephone this morning. Talking about what's going on at Custer Federal. And I'll be driving over to Callaway today in the 9 o'clock hour. We're going to feature Callaway's Old-Fashioned Christmas, which is today and tonight.
Good.
So there's our schedule. Nice show lined up for you this morning. Before we go too far forward here, I want to take time to acknowledge today is Special Education Day. And this is a very important day, celebrating the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act signed into the law by President Gerald Ford back in 1975. The country's first special education law made it possible for kids with special needs to get more help in the classroom. Very important. And I think one of the things, if we've learned anything through all this, is that we can learn from those young people who somehow get through those challenges and smile right through life. So thank you so much for Special Education Day. It's also National Fritters Day.
Fritter, huh?
Yeah. Have you ever had a fritter?
I think so. I think I've had an apple fritter before.
They're savory, and you can have all sorts of varieties, as you mentioned, apple to onion and even meat fritters.
An onion fritter?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, I don't know about that.
Fried dough with all the goodies inside. Yeah. The ancient Romans invented them. They made theirs with fruit and cheese. Mamma mia!
Yeah. An onion fritter.
Yeah.
So you bite in and there's just onions inside?
I don't know. There's some folks who just like to bite into an onion like you do an apple.
Yeah, I like onions. I mean, people around here sometimes complain when I go get a Subway sandwich or something, it's loaded with onions, and you can smell them when I bring the sandwich into the building. But to just eat, like you said, grab an onion and bite into it like an apple, can't do that. Well,
have a fritter on us.
Yeah.
Also, the 87th Rockefeller Center Christmas tree lighting takes place. And they're going to do a little bit different, of course, with the COVID situation. But it also made it so that there will be an NFL Wednesday afternoon game.
It sounds like it's going to get played.
Yeah.
I guess Baltimore has arrived in Pittsburgh, so it sounds like they're going to finally play it.
They said they couldn't. This is going to be televised tonight. The Christmas tree, Rockefeller tree lighting is going to be televised. And since they had promised to do that and they want to do it safely, they had to have the NFL game during the afternoon.
Yeah, I think just after 2:30 is the kickoff today.
How do you know that? Whoop.
Oh. And the game was originally to be played Thanksgiving night.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know the team's schedules. My question is, do they have to play again on Sunday? I assume that each of them have a game Sunday. I don't know. That's
either.
A short turnaround.
It is, although they probably don't. The other side of that is they don't know whether they will be playing on Sunday.
Yeah,
so
that's a good point.
The way it's going right now. And college is kind of the same way. They're having some trouble getting those games in. So hopefully that'll all work out. I see Great Britain today is the first to start. They have approved the vaccine through Pfizer, I believe. And so they've announced that this morning, and so they'll be the first country to start using the vaccine. I think that hopefully is good news. little teaser here. I promised to do a little teaser this morning.
Okay, tease us.
In the near future, you're going to be hearing about your chance to win cash.
Oh. I like it already. Win cash.
Well, this is going to be a contest of Christmas decoration and lights on houses.
Oh, good.
And the guys who don't monkey around thought this up. We've been telling you that Andy is wanting to have a contest, and he said he was going to make some offers to put up some money. And so we got together on the phone yesterday with the guy who doesn't monkey around, and we're going to throw in some money as well and look for some more sponsors for this. It will be an online deal. And so that means Jeremy's involved, of course.
Okay.
And you'll be able to enter your home, your decorations online.
I see.
Pictures.
Okay.
We'll tell you more details as they become available.
All right.
You have a Don't Monkey Around live read there?
I do, actually, yeah. Let's just tell you a little bit more about Gibbons Electric. Like you said, they're wishing everyone a happy holiday season and remind you to stay safe as you are decorating your homes for Christmas. And if you don't want to go through what Clark Griswold went through, call Andy to put up the Christmas lights for you. He does that as well. And you know that when he does it, he won't monkey around, folks. Call Gibbons Electric of Ansley for your electricity jobs, big or small, residential, commercial, agricultural, offering 15 years of experience and eager to go to work for you. Give Andy a call today at Gibbons Electric. It's 308-763-1193. Their website, WeDon'tMonkeyAround.com.
And remember that website, because that'll be a part of the Christmas decoration contest as well.
Good.
All right, we're going to play the game. We don't have enough menus yet in the mail for school lunch, so we'll go right to the contest this morning, the game.
Yes, it's Wednesday, so that means Big Pig Day, an opportunity to win a pig in a blanket that they serve on Wednesday at Runza in Broken Bow. Our questions are concerning game shows, because the Dating Game premiered as an afternoon game show in December of 1965. So we're going to test your knowledge about other daytime television game shows, which back in the day ruled the morning, even into the early afternoon. Now, Game Show Network, I guess, is what you got to tune into. Anyway, here's your question. Oh, man, these first three words are going to give it away. Come on down. Those words were practically shouted by this show's announcer at the beginning of each show, with expensive prizes consisting of cars and exotic vacations and favorite games such as Plinko and High-Low. Which game show was hosted by Bob Barker?
Oh, boy.
For 35 years. I think Drew Carey is the host now.
Yes.
Here's your choices. Name that price. The Price is Right, Magic Emporium, or Play the Percentages. If you know, call us at 872-2801.
Marcus is giving a holiday gift to himself?
Yeah, I was a really good boy this year.
Oh, good for you.
I got $50 of Runza gift cards to give to my friends and got a $10 gift card for myself.
Well, sometimes it's better to give and receive.
Right? I made a list, checked it twice.
And the list said Marcus?
List said Marcus.
'Tis the season. Buy $50 of Runza gift cards and get a $10 gift card free. Because Runza makes it all better.
Remember, today is Pigs in a Blanket Day.
And we have Gayleen on the line. Good morning, Gayleen. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good.
Good. Gayleen, I'm going to Callaway today, and I've decided I'm going to pretend I'm Santa Claus because I'm going to wear a white mask. And I just thought, well, I'm just going to pretend I'm Santa Claus. So can I practice my little skit on you?
Sure.
Okay. Well, first of all, I'm going to say, and what's your name, young lady?
Gayleen.
Gayleen, have you been good?
Yes.
Have you done the chores that you're supposed to do when you're asked to do your chores?
Actually, I'm in the process of doing them right now.
All right. There you go.
Here's Brent.
All right, Gayleen, here's your question. I'm just going to give you the first three words, and then you tell me what game show we're talking about. Come on down.
Okay.
Is that Name That Price, The Price is Right, Magic Emporium, or Play the Percentages?
The Price is Right.
Of course it is. And because you've answered correctly, we have for you a certificate that'll get you a free pig in a blanket that they serve on Wednesdays at Runza in Broken Bow. So come on down and see us, and we'll have your certificate waiting.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, and be good.
I will.
Thanks, Gayleen.
Yep.
Bye. 7:43 is your time.
Are you having a hard time getting moving after your surgery? Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111. If you have recently undergone surgery to your knee, hip, shoulder, back, or wrist, or having trouble doing the things you love, call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111. With our highly trained staff in orthopedic rehabilitation, we are committed to getting you moving again. Call us at any of our locations close to you or check us out at myteampt.com. 872-5111.
Get a jump start on your 2021 financial resolutions with Premier Checking at Bruning Bank. Earn interest monthly with your Premier Checking account by doing things you already do, such as mobile or online banking. Whether you are new to Bruning Bank or have been with us for years, upgrading your account is quick and easy. You don't even have to make a trip to the bank. Give us a call at 308-872-2757 and ask about Premier Checking. Rates vary by tier. More information available at bruningbank.com. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
7:45 is your time. I want to make sure that I do this. Okay, I'll push this button here. Push this other button. Well, that's two buttons. Now we'll push the third button, but I need to bring up these two dials.
Okay.
Here we go.
Struggling to shop for that sports fan or athlete on your list? Struggle no more. Go to Geared for Sports in Broken Bow and shop local. This week you can purchase one regular priced apparel item and get one 50% off. Or if you just need one item, receive 20% off. They have fan gear, Husker wear, and a wide selection of awesome Under Armour. Great selection and great hours. Monday to Friday 10 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4, plus Sunday noon to 4 through Christmas. Geared for Sports, west side of the square in Broken Bow.
It will be fun to find out today over in Callaway about the old-fashioned Christmas. They've had it for years. Very proud of their community in Callaway, and I know they'd love to have you, wherever you're listening from, pull into town and take advantage of the things they have for you. So we'll give you some details on that this morning. I'm sure they're doing things just a little bit differently, but still are able to have the old-fashioned Christmas in Callaway, Nebraska, in the Seven Valleys. All right.
Uh-oh, you're contemplating.
Well, I'm thinking about the Dairy Queen.
Well, that's a good place to think about.
Yeah, that's the problem with the Dairy Queen. It's kind of problematic.
It can be.
Well,
yeah.
Okay, you pull up in the drive-thru or you go inside, right?
Yes.
And you go, well, let's see, do I want chicken? Do I want a double burger?
Mm-hmm.
Do I want the parfait with the delicious peanuts in it, the peanut parfait? Or do I want a sundae, a banana split?
Now, see, my problem at Dairy Queen when I go inside is the pop machine.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because they have all kind, the Sprite, the Coke, but then you can put flavoring in it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I got Sprite. Do I want peach? Do I want to make it strawberry? Do I want to make it, And I just stand there, and drive the people around me nuts. Like, hurry up, come on, just punch a button, get your drink, and move on. But I love that pop machine.
Yeah, but you kind of have to be confident enough to run it.
Well, that's true, too. And it took me a couple of times.
Because I just had once I grandson do it.
Once I figured it out, I loved it.
Yeah. Just have the grandchild do it. That's no problem for them. And then
my girls just kind of shake their. They don't understand. I love peach Sprite. Oh, putting the peach in the Sprite. My girls just shake their head.
They don't get it. Well, you can do it at the Dairy Queen. What else they got going on?
Well, they got some new features as we go through this winter season now. Get in the spirit of the season at DQ in Broken Bow. Oh, guess what's back? The loaded A1 Steakhouse Burger. You can get it as a double or a triple.
Whoa.
My gracious. Topped with A1 thick and hearty sauce, creamy peppercorn sauce, thick applewood smoked bacon, American cheese, and crunchy onion rings. Now, that is a burger.
That's the big one.
Also, they've got frozen hot chocolate. Frozen hot chocolate? You can get as a small, medium, or large.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yes.
That makes no sense at all. Frozen hot chocolate. How can you have hot chocolate and it be frozen? Cold and hot.
Well, I don't know. But they have it at the Dairy Queen. It's rich cocoa fudge blended with their world-famous soft serve and garnished with whipped topping. Oh, yummy. Also, the peppermint hot cocoa blizzard. Wow. Full of yummy rich cocoa fudge and chocolate chunks topped with little candy cane pieces. Oh, my gracious. I want, like, all of that. You can find it at the Dairy Queen in Broken Bow.
As I said, problematic.
Problematic. You got it.
You know, but you can make a decision and enjoy whatever your decision may be.
Yes.
Big thank you goes out to Viera Wireless this morning. They're helping us with the breakfast show, and they're also helping us when we go out and about and do live video streaming of sports contests. And the first one I believe that we are going to do or attempt to do, because we never know, folks, when we go to gymnasiums exactly what we're going to run into. But that's one of the reasons we're teamed up with Viera Wireless.
Yep.
Because they have some technology available that helps us in unknown situations. And the first video stream will be Broken Bow at North Platte St. Pat's. Now, that game will be aired on KCNI, correct?
Correct. Yes. Yeah, we'll just kind of run through our broadcast schedule for you. Tomorrow, can you believe it? We're going to tip off our coverage of high school basketball. We'll be at the Broken Bow Indian Gym. Love that Broken Bow has been opening up the last couple of years with Arcadia Loop City. That's cool. Great for us.
Yep.
So we'll have that area matchup for you tomorrow to tip off our season. Girls varsity game, I believe, scheduled to tip at 6. Boys game will follow, and we'll have both of them for you on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com. That's tomorrow. And then on Friday, we'll be busy on both of our radio stations. We will go to Callaway on KBBN Radio, where South Loop will host Twin Loop for an area girls and boys matchup. Girls varsity game, I believe, now scheduled for 5:30. And so those games will be broadcast for you on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com. That's South Loop against Twin Loop on Friday night. And then, as Dave mentioned, we'll be in North Platte to cover Broken Bow against St. Pat's on Friday night. You can listen to the game live on KCNI 96.3 FM and on the web at KCNI1280.com. And we are taking the video equipment with us, and we hope to be able to live stream it with our radio call for you as well from St. Pat's.
All right. And I heard your interview, or pieces of your interview, with Coach Schaaf today for wrestling. The first wrestling coverage I see will be at North Platte on December 10th.
We hope so, yep.
We hope so.
Yep. They've got a dual scheduled against North Platte. We've been doing that for the past few years to start our wrestling coverage, so that'll be the plan on December the 10th.
All right. And if you'd like, folks, take a look at sandhillsexpress.com. The 2020-2021 winter sports schedule is posted there for you. And Jeremy's put together kind of neat little way for you to know what we're doing. The basketball is there for the basketball games. Wrestlers dueling it out, that means wrestling. And then on the left-hand side, it also shows you which ones we are hoping to do video of. And we say hoping because, as we mentioned, every gym is different. Every connection is different. And every building either helps you or hinders you with connections. And so we will apologize in advance if we have a problem, because this is new territory to us. And after a year, we'll know a lot more about how to connect to these schools. But just take a look at the posted schedule on sandhillsexpress.com.
And we want to say thanks again to the sponsors who have really jumped right on board with us on this video along with radio scenario, because we know that because of the situation with COVID-19, there will most likely be some attendance restrictions. So we do encourage you that if you're just kind of, especially if you're just kind of a casual fan, might not be a bad idea to contact a school and kind of find out what their attendance policy is going to be before you show up to the game. So, take note of that. And because of that, we've really enjoyed trying to bring some video presentations to you if you're not able to go to the game or you're just not comfortable going to the game. You can still watch it, hopefully, on our Facebook page and Twitter and YouTube and all of our media platforms.
On your smart TV on the big screen.
Yeah.
Thanks again to Viera Wireless. Stop in to see Chantel in downtown Broken Bow. She'll take care of you. They have some real good deals going on right now. And by the way, kind of be patient with your schools as well, because this is a fluid situation. Things could change a day or two from now as to what they're required to do. I think the main goal for all of our schools is to keep the kids in the classroom. That's the most important thing, so that they can learn with their teachers in the classroom. Sports is important. Don't get me wrong. But when it comes down to choosing between a basketball game and a math class, we know that the math class should take priority, and we'll keep that in mind. But also for the sports and extracurricular activities, be patient with the schools, because they may get a call from the governor, or they may get a release from the governor changing things next week. We don't know. We have a ways to go with this virus situation. I think we don't want to get too excited about things too quick here, because we're probably in the toughest run now between now and spring, according to the scientists. So we'll just stick it out. We're Nebraskans.
Yeah, and feel free to check schools' websites.
Right.
They do a great job of posting their COVID restrictions and everything on the website and their Facebook page. So check those things out maybe before you bombard them with a bunch of phone calls.
Very good point. We'll take a quick time out, and we'll come back. We're going to talk about Costa's Styling. It's not a saloon. Salon.
Correct.
Here in Broken Bow. Stay tuned.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall. Now all you got to do is call, and I'll be there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You've got a friend.
Sometimes life changes just like the seasons. Do you have the right accounts for where you're at in life? Call or stop by any NSB branch in Broken Bow, Myrna, or Callaway, and they'll be there. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC.
You've got a friend.
Hi, Jodine here at Beau Bootery. For your Christmas shopping, we've marked 20% off comfy slippers, wild rags, wool caps, and Sabona magnetic bracelets. We also have special prices on Western boots and hats and work boots. Don't forget we do free gift wrapping. We'd love to help you with your Christmas list at Beau Bootery, your home-owned shoe store on the square in Broken Bow.
Thank you, Jodine. Thank you so much. You're a very special lady. Thanks for being part of the breakfast show. We appreciate it. You know what we should do for Jodine? She always looks beautiful.
Yes.
She looks always beautiful. Mm-hmm. But, sometime maybe set it up where she could go over to Costa's Styling Salon and get her nails done or something.
There you go.
Just a kind of, as a gesture. Anybody could do that for anybody.
Yeah, well, you know what? It makes a great Christmas gift.
Right, yeah.
Gift certificate, or just calling up, say, Costa's and saying, hey, I'd like to put some money down for when Mom or whoever comes in to get their hair done or whatever. Mm-hmm. Make a great gift.
Yeah, at Costa's.
Yes.
And also, I just want you to know, Brent, I know that a lot of ladies out there, they don't like it when their eyebrows grow together.
Okay.
They think it looks bad. I actually think it's hot.
Okay.
It kind of gives you that gorilla feeling. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Proof once again that this show is unscripted. I just never know where he's going to go sometimes. One thing that we do want to let you know about in regards to Costa's is Tasha at Costa's Styling Salon is going to go in for some foot surgery on December the 8th. So she's going to be out a couple of weeks. So they want you to know that give her a call if you want an appointment before the surgery. And you can set that up by calling 308-872-5600. 5957. Otherwise, she'll see you when she returns.
All right, very good. Guys, on the other hand, when their eyebrows grow together, I think it's probably macho, but I think they look mad all the time. Because it looks like they're scowling because their eyebrows are
Who's
together.
the basketball? Oh, Anthony Davis. Kind of has, they call him the unibrow.
Oh,
and he looks a little scary on the basketball.
Yeah.
What a great player.
Intimidating.
Yeah, he's a fabulous player.
Or if you want to go into Costas, they can actually probably put the, what do they call that dark stuff they put in your eyebrows? Dark stuff.
Eyeliner?
It probably,
I don't know.
Not eyeliner.
Oh,
I don't know. Well, they can make it.
Okay, we're getting in deep here. I don't know if you and I should continue to talk about,
beauty things.
Yeah, I don't know if we're qualified. I know I'm not.
Well, I don't know. They make your eyebrows darker. I don't know how they do it.
Okay, I don't know either.
Okay,
I don't do it to mine. So I did spray my hair though.
Did you?
Yep.
Well, it looks pretty good.
Not goop, spray, just to hold it in place.
I don't know why you get so upset about that. It's just a little thing I bring up, and sometimes it really.
There's a difference though. You make it sound like I have this bottle of goop, as you call it, and like put a big old chunk in my hand and then slick my hair back. That's not true. I don't do that. I just wash, dry, and spray, and go.
I think I'll just admit to you. I think it's because of my childhood.
Oh, is it?
I had some experiences back when I was a kid. They had wild root. What you put in your hair was real greasy stuff. So you could slick your hair back, and then
what did my dad used to use Vitalis. Do they still have Vitalis?
I don't know.
I don't know if I've seen Vitalis.
And then
around.
there was also, you had the wild root that you greased your hair back and then along came the more, I guess, free look where you didn't put the wild root in your hair. It was white grease basically.
Yeah. I think what was the product when I was growing up? Dep.
Yeah, Dep.
Yeah.
There was another one ahead of that. It was in a bottle where you could actually just put the comb down into the bottle and then comb it into your hair, and it was goop, and it was dry really hard.
Yeah.
And then when you combed it out, guys would do that who didn't want curly hair.
Mm.
And then
what was Brill cream used for?
That was a hair dressing, like a manly dressing. It was also pretty greasy.
Yeah.
Well, they said it wasn't greasy.
Right.
Now, Wild Root made no excuses.
No bones about it.
It was just you were putting on oil.
Like lard.
Yeah.
Just putting it right in your hair.
Almost. News is next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KPBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. The UK has become the first Western country to approve a coronavirus vaccine. Prime Minister Boris Johnson.
The vaccine will begin to be made available across the UK from next week. I would like to pay tribute to and to thank all those who have made this possible.
The U.S. is expected to give its approval as early as next week. Until then, Brown University's Dr. Ashish Jha tells CBS this morning.
The next 6 weeks, while the vaccines are starting to roll out, are going to be very, very hard. Lots of infections, lots of hospitalizations, unfortunately lots of deaths.
Yesterday, the U.S. recorded the second highest number of daily COVID deaths since the pandemic began. The Justice Department probing possible pay for pardons. CBS's Paula Reed.
This heavily redacted and in some places completely redacted order partially describing a scheme where two individuals lobbied top White House officials on behalf of another person who is seeking a pardon.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Gavin Higgins with you, and here is a look at state news. A methamphetamine tracker who worked for a Mexican-based drug organization was sentenced Monday to 11 years in prison, according to the United States Attorney's Office in Nebraska. Raimundo Hernandez Rubio, 35 years old, will be deported to Mexico after serving his prison term, according to U.S. Attorney Joe Kelly. He was convicted of conspiracy to distribute and possession with intent to distribute methamphetamine. Prosecutors say they identified Hernandez Rubio when he delivered last year about $90,000 of suspected drug proceeds to an undercover agent of the Drug Enforcement Administration.
The investigation found that Hernandez Rubio left Omaha, Nebraska, and traveled to Chicago, where he made several stops before heading back to Omaha. A Nebraska State Patrol trooper stopped him on December 7, 2019, and recovered about 15 pounds of methamphetamine hidden within a spare tire. A search of his home later that day recovered drug ledgers, a handgun, and more than $130,000 hidden under a bed in the master bedroom. Prosecutors said a closer inspection of his ledgers showed he was responsible for handling hundreds of pounds of meth and thousands of dollars in drug proceeds for a Mexican-based drug trafficking organization. A man is in jail after allegedly shooting at a home and crashing a car shortly after fleeing, according to Lincoln Police. According to officers, 21-year-old James Thornton fired a gun toward a home near Northwest 50th and West Benton on Sunday night before leaving the area. About 20 minutes later, Thornton was involved in a vehicle crash at Northwest 12th and West Cornhusker. Thornton was then taken to the hospital with minor injuries before being booked into Lancaster County Jail. Thornton faces charges of discharging a firearm into a home and using a firearm to commit a felony. Police said the investigation continues into the incident, but it is likely started with a verbal disagreement between people familiar with each other. The Nebraska State Fair claimed international recognition on Monday, winning 5 first-place awards from the International Association of Fairs and Expositions. The awards are open to fairs and expos from around the world. The fair won 2 first-place prizes in sponsor exposure, as well as top prizes in partnership, communication, and a new award honoring competitive exhibit measures taken during the COVID-19 pandemic. The fair also won 5 more second- and third-place awards in various categories. The IAFE judges also selected the Nebraska State Fair to create 3 15-minute video presentations of their winning entries for the Champion Circle. These videos are part of the virtual conference presentations for paid attendees.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In the NFL, the Ravens-Steelers game is counting down, and Baltimore has arrived in Pittsburgh. And as of now, all signs are the game will kick off at 3:40 p.m. Eastern Time Wednesday afternoon. The game has been postponed 3 times due to positive COVID tests with the Ravens. College football in the latest playoff rankings, there was not only no change in the top 4 teams that would qualify for the playoffs. Alabama won, followed by Notre Dame, Clemson, and Ohio State. The top 7 remain unchanged. Texas A&M and Florida, the first 2 teams on the outside looking in. Due to a change in scheduling by the ACC, Notre Dame has locked up a spot in the ACC championship game. Clemson will do the same with a win over Virginia Tech this Saturday. College basketball, we had a battle of ranked teams with number 8 Michigan State beating number 6 Duke 75-69, and number 7 Kansas getting by number 20 Kentucky 65-62. Also wins in the top 25 for number 4 Wisconsin, number 9 Creighton, 12th ranked Villanova, number 14 North Carolina, 15th ranked Virginia, and number 17 Texas.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, we'll have cloudy skies and breezy conditions, a slight chance for some flurries or patchy freezing drizzle early on with highs in the upper 30s. Then for tonight, partly cloudy skies will dip to a low of 17. Abundant sunshine making a return for your Thursday will reach a high of 44. And that warming trend continuing into your Friday, once again lots of sun, 54 degrees. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
Struggling to shop for that sports fan or athlete on your list? Struggle no more. Go to Geared for Sports in Broken Bow and shop local. This week you can purchase 1 regular priced apparel item and get 1 50% off. Or if you just need 1 item, receive 20% off. They have fan gear, Husker wear, and a wide selection of awesome Under Armour. Great selection and great hours. Monday to Friday 10 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4, plus Sunday noon to 4 through Christmas. Geared for Sports, west side of the square in Broken Bow.
Is pain keeping you from doing what you love? If your neck, shoulders, back, or knees are preventing you from feeling your best, it's time to take action. Whether you've had it for years or it's due to a recent injury, you don't have to live with the pain. Pearson Physical Therapy of Broken Bow offers personalized treatments and flexible appointments that work around your busy schedule. Call Pearson Physical Therapy at 872-5800 or visit us on the web at pearsonpt.com. The treatment you need, the care you deserve.
Did you know that Ace Hardware's Clark and Kensington interior and exterior paints are 100% acrylic with a primer mixed in? At Prox Ace Hardware in Broken Bow, they can tint your paint to match any color from any color card. Crocs has Magnolia Home by Joanna Gaines colors, plus over 1,000 color cards to choose from. Their color spectrometer scans anything you bring in and want matched. Don't want to commit to a gallon? Pint samples are just $6.99 mixed to any color. Crocs Ace Hardware in Broken Bow. Visit them today.
8:08 is your time. It's 34 degrees outside under a cloudy sky. Really windy out there, 15 to 25 out of the north. Barometric pressures at 30, 31. Humidity at 80%. High yesterday was 48 with an overnight low of 34. Sunset today at 5:10. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:47. And no measurable precipitation so far this month. Brent Apperson has in his hand more paperwork.
Yes.
Paperwork.
Let's talk about the movies.
Okay.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
All right. And when we're done, I think we're going to give a ticket away, too.
We are.
To give you a pass into the Tiffany Theater. Let's let you know what is showing right now at the Tiffany. We'll start with the movie Croods 2. This is a new one, folks. It's new, and it's called A New Age. A sequel to the popular animated film Croods. This is Croods 2, A New Age, and it is showing right now at the Tiffany Theater in Broken Bow, rated PG, and it will show tonight and tomorrow and then continue through Friday into next week. So check it out, the new movie Croods 2, A New Age, now showing at the Tiffany Theater in Broken Bow. All right, here's some movies that will be ending their run on Thursday, and they include Let Him Go, a newer film, too, starring Kevin Costner and Diane Lane.
Yeah.
Looks intense.
It does.
So a couple of nights yet to take that in if you haven't already. Also, The Santa Claus, rated PG, and The Holiday. Those will be ending their runs on Thursday at the Tiffany Theater. So take advantage of checking those out before they end their run. And then as we go into Friday and then through the weekend, we have some new movies coming out. War with Grandpa.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with this one, but the title itself sounds very entertaining. It's rated PG, and it's going to start on Friday and run Friday through the weekend into next week. That's War with Grandpa, showing at the Tiffany Theater. And here we go. For just $2, ladies and gentlemen, get the kids Frozen.
For $2?
Frozen for $2 is going to show at the Tiffany Theater in Broken Bow, and that will start on Friday, run through the weekend, and into next week. Some movies that are coming up, The Star, which was a really great Christmas animated film that came out a few years ago, and, boy, I'm circling this one. The Apperson family might have to take this one in on the big screen. Ladies and gentlemen, coming soon in the month of December, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation on the big screen at the Tiffany Theater in Broken Bow. And it looks like, I think they're going to allow Wonder Woman, the new one, Wonder Woman 1984, to be released this month, too. So be watching for all of that coming up at the Tiffany Theater in Broken Bow.
And I think her eyebrows are grown together.
Do you now?
I do.
Okay.
Go to the movie and find out.
Yes.
So, be the first caller to just call in at 872-2801 and tell us what your favorite movie is, and then you'll get yourself a ticket to the Tiffany. 872-2801. Give us a call. We are going to put you on the air real quick so you can tell us what your favorite movie is. So that's all you have to do. 872-2801.
Start a new Christmas tradition at your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy, Varney Health Mart. They have reindeer in here book and plush gift sets. Give a little one on your Christmas list a Christmas friend. This cute reindeer can be a great new tradition for your whole family. Name it and take it everywhere. Get the reindeer book and plush gift set at Varney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
From indoor and outdoor to out in the field, Ansley Lumber and Supply has what you need for your projects. There's nothing stronger than LP Smart Side siding for your home, and Pella, Marvin, and North Star windows can increase efficiency greatly. They have them. Does your kitchen need a new look? Well, Ansley Lumber has several lines of cabinets to choose from, and they offer quartz and granite countertops. Benjamin Moore Paint can freshen up a look, plus they have metal for your buildings, plus creosote and copper posts. Ansley Lumber and Supply, downtown Ansley.
We have Lois on the line. Good morning, Lois.
Good morning. How are you?
Really good. I'm just guessing, but I bet maybe one of your favorite all-time movies is Superman.
Well, I have that at home, so...
Oh, okay. All right. Well, what would your favorite movie be?
I get it, yeah. You have a Superman at home. That's great, Lois.
I do.
All right.
I do.
Good job.
Oh. That's kind of sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what if you could pick a movie out to watch right now, what would it be?
Well, I'm a big George fan, so it has to be Pure Country.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I remember when that came out, and there was, I think all of us were wondering, George Strait in a movie? Can George Strait act? Now, granted, he played a country music singer, but he was phenomenal in that. That was a great movie.
All right. Lois, have you been good?
Of course.
No doubt. I like your confidence. I really do. Well, we're going to put your name on a Tiffany ticket here. You can stop out and pick it up anytime and go see a show.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lois. Nice talking to you.
All right. You have a great day.
You too. All right. See, I was thinking Lois Lane, Superman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But,
well, she said she's got...
And she's got...
She has Superman, yeah. So Lois and Superman, that's great.
Lois is sharp.
Yeah.
She deserves a ticket.
Love Pure Country. I'm with Lois, though. Pure Country, right up there, man.
I've never seen it.
Really?
No.
Oh, it's good. And certainly if you're a George Strait or a country music fan, you got to see it.
I'll have to check it out.
It's a good show.
Good. Thanks, Lois. Appreciate it. We are going to play a little Roland. online at agraaffiliates.com.
Now, every morning at Taco John's, we're serving up 2 bacon or sausage meat and potato breakfast burritos for just $5. This kind of value makes de-burritoing yourself from underneath your covers totally worth it. Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
It is 19 past the hour. A little change of plans here this morning. We're just not going to be able to connect with Ryan right now at the Garden Center, and he could talk to us a little bit later, but we have a pretty busy schedule today, so we'll get rescheduled with the Garden Center yet this week and visit with Ryan about the trees and all the different things that we mentioned earlier. That gives us a little time here before we go to our next guest to talk a little bit about some of the things going on. We've been talking about the Cattlary Farms near Loop City. Also wanted to visit a little bit about Shotgun Annie's, where I'm headed here in just a moment or two. And there's some job openings as well. Let's talk a little bit about Loop City. That's Brent's stomping grounds. And outside of Loop City, if you go on Highway 92, just a few miles past, go up the hill, and you'll see a sign with Cattlary Farms on it, and you'll see lots of people because it's been a very popular place.
Yes, and coming up this weekend on Saturday, December the 5th, they're going to have their annual Fresh Wreath Workshop. The workshops will be held this Saturday at 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 5 o'clock. For just $25, you get a fresh wreath, a custom bow, and pine cones. And then you can, for an additional fee, you can add some extra Christmas spirit with things like ornaments, glitter, and Christmas decor. Masks will be required if you are involved in the Fresh Wreath Workshop. And again, that'll be coming up on Saturday, and the times will be 1, 3, and 5. Now, new this year, because of the COVID situation, they are providing an option to do a make-and-take wreath. To avoid extra people, they have a room for you to put wreaths together by yourself without attending the workshop. So you can do that, too, when you head over to Cattlary Farms just outside Loop City. And we want to make sure that you mark down Saturday, December 12th on your calendar, because that's when Mr. and Mrs. Claus and their reindeer will appear at the Cattlary Farms. And that'll be Saturday, December 12th from 1 until 3. Now, there will be an admission for that, $3. Children 3 and under will be admitted free. Here are the holiday hours for Cattlary Farms. They're open Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from noon to 6, open on Saturday from 10 to 6, and open on Sunday from 1 to 6. They are closed Monday and Tuesday, and their final day of the Christmas season will be Saturday, December 19th from 10 until 6. You'll find them 4 miles east of Loop City on Highway 92.
All right. Now, Shotgun Annie's in Callaway is more than just a good place to eat and a good place to have refreshments. They are so community-minded because they usually, this time of year and other times of year, have things going on that raise funds to fight cancer, to help the community. And I know that's what they're doing again this year around the Christmas season. I think they're going to be helping out some kids and some families, if I remember correctly.
Yes, and tonight, folks, during the Christmas Around Town celebration in Callaway, they invite you to enjoy $1 appetizers and happy hour price drinks all night tonight.
Wow.
December 2nd, Shotgun Annie's Saloon and Grill in Callaway, Nebraska. And then we want to make sure that you mark Saturday, December 12th on your calendar. That's the date that they will do their Toys for Tots on Saturday, December the 12th. So mark that day on your calendar, and I'm assuming that Dave will probably be talking to the folks there a little bit more about those festivities. And I know that they do their Toys Drive each and every year. They started this a few years ago, and I know that it's very important to them. And the toys, I believe, stay right here in our area in Custer County. So if you want to make a monetary donation toward toys or bring in some new toys to donate to the cause, I know that they would appreciate that. So check it out, Shotgun Annie's in Callaway, Nebraska.
Thank you, Brent. Quick timeout, little Van Halen for you. That's coming up.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you saved money in 15 minutes.
8:42 on this Wednesday morning. A great show this morning, visiting with a lot of our friends about different things. And we've got on the phone with us right now Wayne Hammond, who joins us. Wayne, good morning. How are you today?
I am good. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. You know what? I feel like it truly is the Christmas season since we've got you on the phone and get an opportunity to visit with you, because I know that I don't know if there's anybody who has, I'm going to call it a talent, for going out and finding things and bringing them all together in one place so that people can find some things that maybe they never even knew existed. You have a way of finding some interesting things.
Yeah, we've had a good year this year. I told you guys last year I had to quit buying stuff.
Uh-huh.
I was wrong. I haven't. Yeah, we're just having a Christmas sale again this year. We're going to give you a 2-for-1 this year. Ann Carr is having an estate sale for Andy Anderson. He was a longtime resident in the area and then moved to Kearney. They're having that sale in Building 11.
Okay.
Out at the fairgrounds, and my sale is in Building 13. We're starting them tomorrow at 9 o'clock, and we'll run ours till 6. I'm not sure what her quitting time is.
Sure.
And then we'll be there Friday, Saturday, and we'll be there Sunday afternoon for a while, from 11 to 4 on Sunday. But yeah, it's just that time of year. We've bought a lot of stuff, and it's time we see if we can pass some gift ideas along to people.
Well, that's the neat thing about your place, Wayne, is a person can come in and probably spend a lot of time just looking at things, because I know you have a lot of variety that you put together.
Yeah, this year we've added, we did an estate, and I ended up with a lot of ladies' clothes. I mean, like 700 pieces.
Wow.
There's 200 jackets, a lot of embroidery jackets. The jackets all have bling. They're nice, light jackets, suit jackets. There's everything. And then I've got 500 pieces of tops, ladies' tops, shirts, T-shirts, sweatshirts.
Mm-hmm.
And most of them have some kind of bling or a lot of embroidery, a lot of just everything. Their sizes medium, large, and extra large.
Mm-hmm. Wayne, I remember coming down when you were kind of located downtown there on the corner across from the courthouse, and I remember walking in there one time, and I was taken back by some of the, I'll call them toys, but I was looking at like some of the old toy tractors and stuff that you had. Do you still have some of the older toys that you have found and have available there with what you have this year?
We don't have a lot of toys. I've got some. I've got, oh man, you just can't imagine what all. This last estate we bought, we ended up with a lot of really awesome clocks.
Oh.
There's like 50, 60 clocks. Some of them have the faces, the numbers and everything will move around as they play music. They move back. They have all kinds of animated stuff in them. I've got cuckoo clocks. I've got just plain wall clocks. I've got just a little of everything. We've got, that same lady had like 60, 70 lamps. Really, really some nice stuff. She had 68 pair of brand new shoes.
Wow.
They're sandals. Most of them have bling on them. They're really neat, brand new, in the box. Just a lot of different stuff. We got a bunch of Tiffany style lamps. They're not the original Tiffany, but I even have lamps that have seahorses on them.
Oh wow, yeah.
So we've got a little bit of anything you could about imagine.
Yeah. Wayne, do you have a lot of glassware, too, or?
Yeah, I've got shelves down the middle of the building 13, and there's 700 foot of shelves that are full of glassware.
Yeah.
So there's everything from Kewpie dolls to horses to chickens, dogs, cats, steins, mugs, about anything you could imagine. Dinner sets. I even have 2 12 Days of Christmas dinner sets. They're about 70, 80 pieces apiece.
Wow.
We've got just about anything you could imagine.
Yeah. In case someone's just tuning in, Wayne, tell them again what your hours are and especially what you have going on tomorrow on through the weekend.
Okay. Our hours are 9 to 6 on Thursday and Friday. Saturday, we'll go 9 to probably 4, or if there's people around, we'll stay later. And then Sunday, we're going to go from 11 till probably 4.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's, like I say, if there's people around, we will stay.
Yeah.
And if somebody comes to town and I'm not open, I'll have my phone number on the door of Building 13 out at the fairgrounds. And if they give me a call, if normally I'm not very far away, I can be down there in 10 minutes. If somebody wants to look around, I'll sure run down and open up for them.
All right. Hey, Wayne, I have to ask, I know that Junk Jaunt is always a big time for you. Did you have a good Junk Jaunt season a couple of months ago?
Yes, we had an awesome Junk Jaunt. It was really good, and I talked to a lot of people. We couldn't begin to keep up on Junk Jaunt, which is good.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of people through and a lot of really nice people.
Good. Well, if people are looking for a great variety and something unique for a Christmas gift, I have a good feeling that they're going to find it at Building 13 out at the fairgrounds.
We've got just a little of everything. Like I say, we've got Christmas decoration, decor. We've got a lot of that. I've got a lot of stuff that I'm not going to begin to have time to get put out.
Yeah.
I just, like I say, since Junk Jaunt, I bought one complete estate and part of another one, and I'm not smart enough to quit. So,
but
I just
you enjoy doing it, though, don't you, Wayne? I mean, I can tell.
Oh, this is what I love to do. I love to mess with this old stuff, and it's the challenge of doing it.
Uh-huh.
And I've done it for over 40 years, so it's something I just surely enjoy.
Yeah. Wayne, anything else you want to share with our listeners before we let you go here this morning?
Well, just remind everybody that this weekend you get 2 for 1. If you stop out there, you get, like I say, Ann Carr's got the estate sale in Building 11, and then we're in Building 13. And Andy and Vi were antique dealers, and they have a lot of their stuff from their sales in that Building 11. So stop out and take a look, and you can find, if you don't find it in our building, they'll have it.
All right. Well, sounds good, Wayne. We always enjoy visiting with you, and thanks for taking the time this morning.
Yeah, one more thing.
Yes, yeah.
Dress warm.
Okay.
Tell everybody to dress warm, because the buildings are not heated. We will each have a heater, but it will be a place you can come up, warm your hands up, and then you can go look somewhere.
Okay. All right. That's a good piece of advice. We'll encourage people to do that.
Okay.
All right. Thanks so much, Wayne. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Always good to visit with our good friend Wayne Hammond, especially during this time of year. Great to hear that he had a good Junk Jaunt, too. And I think we've heard that from so many people and just about everybody that participated in the Junk Jaunt, that it was a real success this past fall. So take advantage of those opportunities. Head on out to the Custer County Fairgrounds, and don't forget that 2 for 1 with Building 11 and Building 13 out at the fairgrounds this week. All right, we're going to play another song here for you as we get close to the top of the hour. Don't forget, coming up at 9 o'clock, right after the news and everything, we'll be going to Callaway, Nebraska. They've got their big old-fashioned Christmas going on, and we're going to find out about that coming up in the 9 o'clock hour. So keep it right here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
conditions. A slight chance for some flurries or patchy freezing drizzle early on with highs in the upper 30s. Then for tonight, partly cloudy skies will dip to a low of 17. Abundant sunshine making a return for your Thursday will reach a high of 44. And that warming trend continuing into your Friday, once again lots of sun, 54 degrees. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
I would say it's like an ice-cold Mountain Dew on a hot summer day. God's Word refreshes our spirit. In my daily Bible readings and in worship on Sunday, His Word and His joy are my strength for the week to come. So make plans today to attend church on Sunday. And if you're needing to talk, give us a call. This is Roger Sloan with the Lillian Church of Christ, 872-2618, where we love to share Jesus.
Currently at our studios, cloudy skies and 34 degrees at KCNI, KBBN Radio. 3 minutes past the hour. As we mentioned, they'll be celebrating an old-fashioned Christmas in Callaway, Nebraska. Dave Burney is getting all set up, and we're going to find out all about it as we go to Callaway coming up here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. So keep it tuned right here.
Geared for Sports, west side of the square in Broken Bow.
All right, 7 minutes past the hour of 9. Well, Dave is all set up and ready to go in Callaway, Nebraska. So let's go there now. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning, Brent. Thank you so much. It's always fun to come to Callaway for lots of reasons. The one first thing that you enjoy is the drive over. It's always so beautiful from Broken Bow over here, over the hills, and that kind of gets you in the Christmas spirit for the old-fashioned Christmas here in Callaway. And we're going to talk a little more detail about that, and I even have some props here today. We have Christy Picken with us. Christy, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you, Dave.
Good. How's things at the bank?
I'm very well.
We're talking Nebraska State Bank.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's correct.
And they're always involved in community events, and I'm sure that they enjoy having a person who's spent a lot of time in Callaway being a part of the community for them.
Yeah. The reason that I bring props, Dave, is because sometimes I forget what I'm going to say. Now, I know that you never have that problem, but occasionally I do. So.
Yeah, can I be honest with you?
Sure.
Sometimes when I don't really know what I'm going to say, that's when I get into trouble. You know, if you go ahead and say something to fill time. So I'm with you on the props.
Okay. All right. Well, I just want to touch base on a few things, Dave. First of all, I wanted to give a shout out to our One Act kids today because they're performing at districts and it's held here in Callaway. And so we'd like to wish them good luck and hope that they do the best job that they can and have a good time while doing it.
All right, good luck. Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah. And then Nebraska State Bank had made a decision not to have their open houses in order to try and keep people safe this season. So that money that we would have used for the open houses will go toward local charities. And so we're excited about being able to do that for some different organizations in town. Okay. And one of the other things I wanted to talk about was this is my prop, and it says Give Big Callaway. It's the foundations, our Callaway Foundation's Give Big Day. And we have chosen to not have a booth at the community center tonight, but we are taking donations through the mail.
Okay.
And that foundation has done quite a bit since they've been started. They've given to our fire department, library, the Good Life Center, Seven Valleys Museum. They've helped with the equipment in the fitness center at the community center. They've given to the school. They've donated money for new flagpoles at the cemetery.
Wow.
So it all goes to a good cause.
Very good cause. And I know that any donation would be appreciated. It doesn't really matter if it's a great big one or, something smaller. It all builds up and does those things you're talking about.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And so if people would like to donate, they can just send it to the Callaway Community Foundation, and it's P.O. Box 262.
Okay.
So, and I don't know, Stacy's going to talk about some of the things that are going on around town tonight.
Okay, all right. So how have you been? I wanted to practice this, and Stacy, you tell me if this is goofy. Chip, I'm not listening to you because I know you think I'm goofy anyway. But I was thinking with, some of us are wearing the masks, and mine is white, and I thought I would just kind of pretend I'm Santa Claus today. So,
I think fortunately for us, we already have a Santa for tonight, you might be out of luck.
Oh. Well, I was going to ask you a couple of Santa Claus questions.
Oh, you better save those for Chip. No, I'm not.
Have you been good?
Now, you don't even need to ask that, Dave. I can't believe you even said that. You notice I'm not answering the question.
Well, you wouldn't talk that way to Santa Claus, so I'm not very effective.
I can tell you that the other person that is in my household has a Christmas sweater, and he will don it tonight.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's quite a sight to behold.
Is it really ugly?
I plead the fifth.
Okay. Because nowadays I think that's good when you have an ugly Christmas sweater, right? Well, is there anything else you wanted to mention?
No, I just hope the people that come out tonight have a really good time, and we wish everybody a safe and happy holiday season.
I think that's what we need right now, and we can do these things and do them sensibly and enjoy ourselves. And I know that it takes a lot of work ahead of time to make these things happen. So I hope people will reward you with their attendance. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dave.
All right. We are going to just keep rolling here. So come on over, whoever wants to visit next, and see if I can draw my Santa Claus on Lawrence Paulson here.
Yeah.
Hello, little boy. How are you?
Well, I'm fine, Santa. How are you?
I'm good. I know all about you because I've been watching you from the North Pole.
Yeah, well, I hear you've been on a diet. You look like you've lost a lot of weight.
Well, thank you. Have you been a good boy?
Mostly no. I try hard, but sometimes, I'm a failure, and I know that if I just keep trying, maybe I'll get it right someday.
You know what, Lawrence? Because you told the truth, I think you're going to get what you wanted for Christmas.
That'll be great. That'd be a first.
How's things at the grocery store?
Going really well.
Good.
It's been an interesting year, as everybody knows, but it's for our business anyway. Fortunately, we were able to stay open, and people supported us very well because, of course, they weren't traveling so much. But
right.
It's made it an interesting year. It's been challenging, getting some products in, but overall, I think it's gone well.
Yeah, and a little extra work for all kinds of businesses, but especially grocery stores. With you're gonna have the traffic. People need to eat, and they need to purchase the things that they have to have. That's what a grocery store is all about. So I suppose wiping things down, keeping things clean, and doing all those sorts of things, you don't think too much about in the beginning, but I would think it gets to be kind of a job after a while.
Yeah, changed the way we've done things for sure, as far as sanitation and things that normally we hadn't had to do. We were fortunate to start our online ordering program a couple years ago, and so that has worked out well for people that were concerned or maybe quarantined, that they could still order online and pick up their groceries curbside, and it's kept everybody a little bit safer, I think, and it's worked out good for us.
Well, nice timing there. Who would have known that that would come in as handy as it has? But certainly people who have conditions that they don't want to take a chance on, or they're just not comfortable, that's a great option, or they just like the convenience of it anyway, right?
Right. We do have a few that do it for convenience, and that's great. We appreciate it, but we were just fortunate that it was in place, and we were already doing it, so it turned out okay.
How long have you been running the grocery store now?
Well, actually, we just celebrated our 5-year anniversary a few weeks ago.
Fantastic.
And so, time flies when you're having fun, but sometimes I think it's our 10th anniversary.
Yeah, I hear you.
But
some days.
It's been great. We've been blessed to be in a town that supports us, and so here we are.
Well, it's a win-win because the community wants and needs a grocery store. You got to have a school, you got to have a grocery store, you have to have a gas station, bank, and all of those sorts of things. Grocery store right at the top of the list. So they know how important it is. So I'm glad that you're feeling that support out there. How is your supplies right now? Are you still struggling with cleaning supplies and that sort of thing, the sanitary deals?
Yeah, there's a lot of home cleaning products, sanitizers, and things that they're allocated. They're available, but they don't give you as much as maybe you'd like. In a small store for us, it doesn't really hurt us, but the large stores, I'm sure, are suffering because of the volumes that they do. But, it's kind of been that way all year. Still seeing some manufacturers that are a little behind on production and certain items. So it's been a challenge, but you just have to work a little extra hard to find it sometimes.
Yeah. Have you seen, because I've talked to some other guys in your business, and it was kind of fascinating, maybe early on more so than now, but maybe not, where people were traveling from larger places to these size stores thinking that they would probably be able to find things here that they weren't getting in the larger stores. Did you have some of that?
Yeah, we did, especially in the spring.
Yeah.
You know, when this all was blowing up, we had people coming from all over, and we're saying, well, we can't find it, you know, in some larger towns, and our little towns that did have it were getting wiped out pretty quick. We kind of had to say, where are you from and why are you here?
Yeah.
But, you know, you can't rob from our local people.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much been, you know, has gone away and been resolved, and, you know, hopefully people won't freak out with toilet paper again. I hear they're doing it in some parts of the country.
Yeah,
but
I've heard that as well.
We're a little more sensible out here, I think.
I think so, too. For folks out there who want to shop your store and maybe haven't yet or for a while, what are your hours?
We're open Monday through Saturday, 8 to 7. I don't even know when I work. But and then Sunday, 11 to 5. So we're open 7 days a week. We will be closed on Christmas Day, but otherwise we're open. And, you know, we have online ordering. Of course, you can get at your leisure at home, and then we'll fill your orders then. But always 7 days a week. Far as this Christmas celebration this weekend or today, we're going to have 20% off of every item in the store except for cigarettes and tobacco. But we'll be 20% off all day long from 4 to 9. So we encourage everybody to come around today and shop after 4 o'clock if they like. But we will be open and serving some treats and hoping to see a lot of people on the street in town and enjoying the events.
20% is pretty good cut.
I know it.
Yeah.
It's my Christmas
That's
gift.
your Christmas gift to the community. Excellent. Lawrence, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Thanks for all you do here in Callaway, and I know the folks appreciate it. It's good to see you.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming to town. I know it's going to be interesting to watch the reindeer fly in over the library, and so well, hopefully they'll hit their spot.
Yeah, I hope so.
Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Lawrence. Appreciate it. All right. Whoever would like to visit next, step right up. Chip, how you doing? Come on over. I have to ask you a question, Chip, about, I know that you don't get to listen to the breakfast show, or maybe you prefer not to listen to the breakfast show certain days, but we were talking the other day on the show about your mustache again, your Baxter Black mustache. Did you have that when you were 12 years old? Because that's what we had read on Skeeter.
I did have it when I was 12. It wasn't white back then.
But
it
you
was
had
a little darker. No, actually, I couldn't start it till I was about 19, and but it was darker. I'm not sure what happened. All of a sudden, one day I woke up and it was white. So
yeah. Well, you're fashionable for Santa Claus and for Christmas, for the old-fashioned Christmas here in Callaway.
Yeah.
Think about it that way. Boy, oh boy, I know you guys, you and Liana have been busy with all the things going on with the insurance business right now here in downtown Callaway. It's kind of crazy, isn't it?
It is crazy time of the year. Yeah, we've really been rocking pretty hard. It's open enrollment time for health insurance, as you know. So Liana's been going everywhere, appointments all day, and doing a lot of running as well. So it's busy. I've been on the home side answering the phone, and I have her calendar, so I get to make all of her appointments for her and keep her schedule. But it's busy, and we've been busy on our side too, on the PNC side and commercial, and so yeah, it's just been phenomenal.
Okay, and we should talk a little bit about it. Formerly Dynamic Insurance on Main Street, changed names, but the products and the service is just the same, or maybe even better.
It's actually a little better. It's given us an opportunity to get into some other companies, so it gives us more options on quoting. It's been a great thing. We have expanded. We've opened an office up in Albion. We have an office now in Lincoln. So it's been good. Everything is just rolling, and it's, you know, insurance companies they look at the size of the agency before they really want to come on board. And so where we've expanded this way, it has given us more options, and we can just do a better job of quoting, I think. So.
Okay. Wow, I didn't know about the Lincoln expansion. That's exciting.
Well, it's kind of new. A couple of the guys are down there, and then Laura, who is been working in the office down there, actually just got her license. So she spent a few days here 2 weeks ago, and we went through the process with her on our management system and kind of got her up to speed, and so we'll be helping her with quotes and stuff. But yeah, we're really excited. It's fun to see it all come together.
I don't know if this is just a thought, but I know that there was business reasons to expand to Lincoln. I mean, I understand that because of just what you told us, but Liana may have just expanded to Lincoln because she likes sushi.
I'm not going to go there, Dave. Yeah, she did talk about going down there for a week to help Laura out. So I hadn't thought of that. That's probably the real reason she's going. It's too bad she's not here to defend herself.
I know, but she knows deep in her heart that I'm probably right, because when she worked at KCNI KBBN, we went down to the broadcasters convention, and it just seemed like if she was missing, she was over at the sushi place.
Yeah,
So,
that's one of her favorite spots.
I'm
not into sushi.
I'm not either. No way. Ooh, I like my fish cooked. Don't you? All right. Okay. Now, for the celebration itself, I heard you guys talking when I came in how you're going to handle things for the old-fashioned Christmas here in Callaway.
We are actually having kind of an open house all day. We've got the coffee and apple cider on, and we have a little bag of goodies, and we're also doing a drawing over there, which I need to talk to Candace about, but we're giving away a $50 gift certificate to Shotgun Annie's. So we're having a drawing for that, and we're actually doing two. We'll be one with Shotgun Annie's and one for Mrs. Robinson's as well. So,
okay, all right.
So you need to stop in and make sure you get your name in the hat for that, and just the goodies. Like I said, we got a bag of goodies and hot apple cider or hot coffee, and
okay,
be glad to have you come in.
All right, Chip. Thanks a lot. It's always good to see you. All kidding aside, I do like your mustache. It's very nice.
Thanks,
don't you,
Dave.
Stacy? Don't you think it looks pretty cool? All right, who's next? Jacob, how are you doing? Come on over. All right, Jacob with True Value here on Main Street. How's things going at the store?
Going good. Busy.
Good.
Getting everything ready with Christmas and getting trees out and grills and everything else. So it's been busy.
I think we try to talk about this when we visit about the store. We did with Ken, and we are with you. People need to get into the store if they haven't been there before, because it is packed with just about everything you can imagine and things that you need. And in a town this size, to have a store like yours where people can come down and get some screws and nails and maybe some appliances and lawn things. And I know you've kind of carried that tradition on from what Ken had, but it's a great store. And Christmas shopping, talk a little bit about what you have for that.
We got all your lights. We got trees all the way up to seven footers. We have all sorts of housewares, grilling stuff. I got all sorts of new grills in. I brought in the Big Green Egg grill line.
Okay.
So that added to our Traegers and all that we already had, so it gives us a little more options there. I got all sorts of new spices and rubs and all that in that make awesome Christmas gifts. And we're going to actually be doing a little demoing on our Big Green Egg grills tonight, and showing some of those spices and rubs and having little snacks there for people to try out. But yeah, we just have tons of stuff for Christmas gifts right now, and everything in the store tonight's going to be 10% off. So unless it's already discounted for the sales, but come in and see what we got. Try to do your Christmas shopping local.
Okay, that's it right there. We've been talking about it a lot here lately, about supporting our stores we have in our communities, because we want to be able to come and see you in June of 2021. And if we hop in the car at Christmas time and drive, and I don't know anybody really anymore that really enjoys standing in line, let alone these days with the virus situation. The little town with the nice hardware store is a pretty comforting place to go shop. You feel pretty good about it, and then we'll be able to have you service in the years to come.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think, again, people will be surprised when they walk in your store if they haven't been, just all of the different things that you have on the shelves for the folks. Now, you were talking about expanding some things. I know you were talking about maybe some building supplies and different things that you hope to work on. Is that still a work in progress?
Yep. Some of it's still a work in progress. I've cleaned up and expanded some of our hardware side with like saw blades and that kind of things. Mm-hmm. Added the new grill line. I added some hunting supplies, that kind of thing. So yeah, just slowly, piece by piece, expanding it. So
Yep.
room's always a
Yeah.
issue, so always working and reorganizing, trying to make more space.
Yeah. Well, I think that's one of the things when you look at the outside of the store, you think, oh, that's a pretty nice sized store. Well, when you walk in and it's been expanded inside, there's a lot of floor space there, but you carry a lot of things, so I'm sure space is a challenge. But appreciate it. We're so glad you're doing well, Jacob, taking this under, and I know Ken was excited to have a young person come in and keep things rolling and going. And right now, today, you're going to have 10% off everything in the store except what's already on sale.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Have you been good?
Yeah, we've been really good.
I mean, you haven't misbehaved.
Nope. I'm not that anybody can prove.
Thanks, Jacob.
Yep.
Appreciate it. All right. True Value right here on Main Street. Easy to find. And Jacob and his crew's doing a great job. All right. And we're going to keep things rolling here. More guests. Have a chair there, young lady.
Thank you.
And what's your name, little girl?
My name is Betsy Spanel.
Betsy, how you doing? Pick up that microphone. 'Cause we got to find out if you've been good.
Well, that's up for debate.
Nobody really wants to answer that, Stacy.
You know, it's a matter of perspective.
Yeah, it is. Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
I did.
Good,
Very
good.
Very
So we're ready for Christmas, and the old-fashioned Christmas in Callaway is kind of a special day and evening. What would you like to highlight?
I'm actually highlighting two local businesses. The first one is my business. It's Betsy's Bling.
Mm-hmm.
It's a jewelry line, Magnabilities. And the reason I want to highlight it is our whole mission is to spread positivity. And it's always been important, but it is extremely important in these kind of trying times.
Yes.
So our jewelry line, the biggest thing that is most important about it, you can make custom jewelry. So I know we can't see it, but I have a picture of my grandson that I'm wearing today because you can.
I can see it.
Put it in the jewelry and wear it.
Yeah.
I also have one of my grandmother's handwriting, and that one's very special to me. And I think a lot of people are losing people these days, and to have some special mementos that are very reasonably priced is something really special.
It is special. We do need that positive vibe, however we can drum it up. And thank goodness we're past the election and all of that. And now we can think about Christmas and our family. And in some cases, by the way, we won't be getting together with some family members. I would think some jewelry and shipped to somebody's house would be a really nice gift to give.
It is a good gift to give. And if you don't want to wear it as jewelry, we have keychains, we have badge reels, and they're magnets, so they slip on your fridge. So when I'm not wearing them in my jewelry, I have my grandkids lined up on the fridge.
There you go. And that's a great place to have the kids.
It is.
So where are you located, Betsy?
We live here at Callaway, just north of town.
Okay. And so do you run your business out of your home?
We do.
Okay.
It is just a fun sideline for me. I actually work in Kearney as a nurse, so this is just a fun thing to do.
You need a little relief
little
valve, don't you? Man. I happen to have some family in Kearney. One of those is a nurse. And talking to her, I think most of us, I'm glad you're here because we can talk about this. I don't think most of us really understand what the folks like you are enduring and seeing and experiencing and trying to do your very best at the same time with all of that pressure and emotion. It's got to be a real tough deal.
It's definitely different, something none of us have ever gone through before.
Uh-huh.
But there's a lot of jobs out there. You know, it's not just healthcare. There's all sorts of jobs that are tough to do, and we get a lot of support with the healthcares and the frontline workers. But you know, everybody's important out there.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah. You know, if it wasn't the COVID situation, I'd just give you a hug right now.
Well, I appreciate that.
But I just know that I would. Okay.
Okay. Virtual hug is good.
All right. All right. Now, you said you're going to represent two businesses.
Yes. So my husband started making metal things for me to put my magnets on, and so then he has created Coated Metal Creations from that. And so he does custom signs, he does wind chimes. So it's metal, and then he powder coats. And we've done a lot of things, unfortunately, for cemetery markers and things of that nature that we've never done before. We also do pet markers. That's been pretty popular. All sorts of things. He's working on a bench right now.
Okay, so memorial type things, a bench. And it's all metal, is it?
It is all metal.
Okay.
One of the benches he's working on is going to be a combination of wood and metal, but
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Have we met before?
Well, years ago, I used to be involved with the kite flight, so we did a few things of that nature. And then Craig Sponel is my husband, so through car things, we've.
All right. You look familiar to me, but I don't know we've ever got to sit down and talk.
Probably not.
Well, I really appreciate you stopping by. How can people get connected with you guys to see this and talk about it?
So tonight we'll be at the community center.
Okay.
We'd love to come and do that. That's a fun venue for us. As far as you can always call or text us. I have a web page and a Facebook page. In fact, on my Facebook page, usually on Wednesday nights we have game night, so we'll play bingo or we'll play Deal or No Deal, all sorts of things. I give away free things every Wednesday. And then Craig has a Facebook page, Coated Metal Creations.
Okay. So if they Googled in super nurse, would they find you?
No, I don't believe they would.
Be better maybe to Google the business part.
Probably better.
Okay. And you could talk on the phone and text back and forth or
Certainly.
whatever.
And Craig also has an Etsy account. I forget that. But
Okay.
he's been very popular on Etsy.
Good. That's great. You know, to have a business that, or maybe a love of what you do and then have it as a business is really cool.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and usually the products are much better because you care, right?
He spends hours creating. He's working on a sign for a farm, so it'll be probably 4 by 6 feet, and he has redesigned it and redesigned it and redesigned it, and because it's got to be just perfect, just perfect.
That's a great story.
But his love shows through for sure.
And you guys, you work together well.
Of course we do.
Did you get that, Stacy? I ask
Is there other options?
Well, let me just ask you a very serious question then. Have you ever wallpapered together?
No.
That's the true test.
That is it.
That's the one I always use as a measuring stick. Betsy, so nice to talk to you. And I want people to know that you'll be in the community building. And what time does that start today?
I believe that's 4 to 8 today.
4 to 8. Beautiful community building. There's plenty of room in there to spread out for the vendors and the people coming in if they want to make sure they're socially distanced and wear masks and do all the things that we can do.
Right.
That's all doable, right?
Definitely. I think, are they having some food down there too? Yes. I think.
Okay, great. Well, thank you.
Well, thank you, Dave, and thanks for having us down here at Shotgun Annie's. It's always a fun place to come to.
Yeah, it is a great place. I got to tell you, I got to ask Candace about the Mexican night. We stopped in here coming home from a cross-country meet, and I could hardly get home. I almost fell asleep because I was so full. We'll talk to Candace about that. So, thank you, Betsy.
Thank you, and everyone have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your work at the hospital. Man. All right, do we want to go with Candace or Stacy or? Okay. All right. Well, Okay, yeah, you can kind of recap everything and some things we probably missed. All right. Candace, yeah, let's start with that Mexican food night. See, that was on, what night? That was a weeknight.
Taco Thursdays.
Thursdays. My goodness, I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't know how you make any money when you serve I got the small.
I know. I just don't have the capability to make a small plate of anything. It's a curse and a blessing, I think.
Yeah. Well, that's why people like to come here. One of the reasons. So we were talking about you this morning on our show about your community involvement. You've been very active in fighting cancer since you've been here in Callaway. You've got the toy thing I think we're going to talk about here in a moment.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
We really, I kind of got in with my Sandhills Cancer Fund group, and Custer County is the southern end of the 10 counties. And we were really kind of gung-ho. We were going to have a spring edition of the Cancer Fund party. And, of course, COVID kind of played some games with everybody, so we kind of canceled that. But we've been having a lot of people that just donate through this whole summer, and then they were unfortunately had to cancel the fall edition as well. So, we're just going to keep plugging away with that and see what we can do. And hopefully this spring we can tie one on with them and make up some lost ground.
I hope you can too, and I'm pretty confident by somewhere through the first part of this next year we're going to be able to do those sorts of things. And I got to believe that when things bust loose, there's going to be money raised for those kinds of things, and people are going to come out and want to come out and eat and enjoy your company and good food. So get ready.
Oh yeah, we're ready, and it's been a good year. Even despite all that, we've had a lot of good support from everywhere. We get a lot of people, off the interstate when they didn't have sit down eating, in those big cities, and it's just, unfortunately, I had a little setback when I started my kitchen on fire.
Well.
That was a little bit of a whoops, but, blackened chicken will never be the same.
Well, when we did the story, it made me sad because I knew that was really going to upset you, because not only just the mess and the loss, but just the having to stop serving people.
Yeah, it was quite the experience.
Well, you're back.
We're back.
And
we're back.
You also, I think, just took a little time off for Thanksgiving, and so you're kind of refreshed and ready to go for the Christmas season.
And that would be something I'll put out there. We are hiring. I know there's a lot of people that don't want to really get out too much, but we're hiring for servers. We're hiring right now. We need a little extra dishwasher help. Mm-hmm. So if anybody's got a kid kicking around that's a pain in the butt and needs something to do,
needs to learn how to work.
Our servers our servers make excellent money, and we start them at $9 an hour. So it's not like a minimum wage waitress wage. It's an actual.
You get so much
regular
an hour plus tips,
and their tips are excellent. And we sure are looking for some part-time servers and that kind of thing.
All right.
So just put that out there. Maybe somebody will stop in and see us and fill out an application. We'd love to add to our team again.
Dependable, friendly people is what you're looking for.
Absolutely.
Well, I got to say, the gal that took care of us when we were in here for the Mexican meal, I think she's a teacher.
Yes. Yeah. Tina.
She was excellent.
Absolutely.
She was great.
She does a great job.
Yeah. She just took good care of us.
We're down to Dana and her, and then we have a couple girls that kind of, when they can get away from their other jobs, they help us. But man, we're short-handed right now. So, I'm glad that people are patient, because there's Friday and Saturday nights where I'm cooking and my daughter's Dana is running around like a chicken with their head cut off, because we're the only people running this place. So. We appreciate everybody's patience, and we do our best to get it out to you guys. So.
Yep. And better days ahead. I think Stacy has some spare time. She could probably come in here.
Yeah, She's just, right.
So she's going to volunteer me, and you don't really want me doing anything but washing dishes, I can tell you that.
Right.
So what are you doing for the celebration here?
Tonight I think we kind of do the same thing every year. I think we do a couple bucks off of appetizers, and then we run some drink specials, happy hour all night, and whatever. So, it's kind of a nice place to come in and get out of the cold and maybe have a little hot toddy to warm up with.
Or even a cup of coffee even.
Exactly, we can handle that. That's not a problem.
Okay. Now talk a little about, again, about your toy drive. That you have
we're excited. We're in our 4th year of our toy drive. Last year, I kind of quit counting around 270-ish toys that we ended up getting. And it's money donations as well, and then we buy toys. But it all stays in Custer County. Usually the school has a list of children in our local area, and they come and do the first round, and then all the rest of them go to Healing Hearts and Families in Broken Bow, and they distribute them in our local area.
Okay.
The 12th of December, we have our special, we call it the Toy Drive Party. I don't know why it doesn't really have a better name than that, but that's just what it is.
That's what it is.
And we have a favored local musician here that is going to come down that night about 9 o'clock and play some tunes. And we've changed their name a little bit. We're calling it Penny Pitchers, so come down for Penny Pitchers that night. Don't be surprised at what Penny Pitchers is.
Yeah.
That night we do silent auction, and we have a raffle this year again. Every year we do a television. One year we did bicycles. We sell raffle tickets for $5, or you get 5 for $20. This year we're doing one of those little battery-powered little trucks that kids can ride around on. It's a real treat truck, and it's kind of ambiguous. It's gray, so it's not a girl or boy toy. It's just whatever, So we're gonna be raffling that off, and we'll have the silent auction, and just it's just a good time. And I guess if anybody has anything cool they'd like to donate to the silent auction, that all that money goes to the toy drive, and we just buy more toys with it.
Yep. Or just drop some money off.
Absolutely, that works too.
Okay, all right. What else do you have on your notes there? I don't want to miss anything.
Well, I got 2 things, and I'll keep it short. I guess probably a lot of you know that we are now the host of Hastings Keno.
Yeah, I saw that on the wall here.
These guys came in, and we got the Kenos going, and we've had some great times with it. A lot of people are enjoying it, and we've had some nice winners. So, it's kind of fun when you get a big winner. I think within a week of starting, we had a $4,000 winner. So.
Wow.
And it was a guy that didn't even know how to play Keno, so that was pretty cool.
Well, that's
right.
Just always fun while you're sitting here talking and waiting for your meal to play. Yeah.
And I guess the other thing that people maybe do or do not know about is on Christmas Day we call it Christmas for Misfits. People that don't have any place to go on Christmas night, or just don't want to go anywhere, besides just someplace fun. We play cards, and we have a giant Jenga game, and we play all these silly games. And what we just do is we provide a meat dish, and then everyone brings a covered dish, and it's just casual. It's just like going to grandma's or whatever, except for probably a lot more beer.
Yeah. Grandma would probably. Well, that's nice of you to do that.
Yeah, we usually start that around 4, and anyone's welcome. And I will say this place holds, even with the limited seating, we still can put, a couple hundred people in here because my capacity is 400. And so there's plenty of room to stretch out. You don't have to be right next to somebody. We got the big back room, and so everybody's welcome to come in and find themselves a spot and just kind of socially distance if they want to. So that's kind of how we roll.
Candace, it's always fun to come in. And before we close here, I was going to ask you to maybe give a shout out. You told me about a new country artist you're listening to, and we play pure country on one of our stations. And Brent, if you're listening, write this down because we'll see if we can find this artist. Who you been listening to?
A young man was in here last night, and he was playing the jukebox. And there's an artist called Aaron Lewis, and he's got that Chris Stapleton kind of voice, and he plays that kind of music, and he's really good to listen to. I've been pretty impressed because I've downloaded the album this morning, and I've been listening to it on the way to work and stuff, and I'm pretty impressed with it. So
good,
it's kind of something to kind of check out a little bit.
Check it out. Candace's pick for the week. and here's the deal, folks. Candace, I think, is in this business to make sure that your tummy's full and that you have a good time. But she loves bringing music into establishment and having good music played. And so look forward to that as this season unfolds and we get into the next year. I know Candace is going to look for some bands and some artists that you'll be able to enjoy.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's been a kind of a sad year not being able to get my boys in here and have them play. So I hope we can change that next year. That'll be great.
All right, Candace, thanks a lot.
Thank you a lot.
Appreciate
Thank you.
It. It's always
Bye.
good to see you. All right, young lady, come on over. We're gonna recap everything. Thanks for being so patient. You were probably one of the first ones in here, if not the first one in, Stacy, and you've been nice enough to kind of help me out and sit up there and lead me along here. But now let's dive right in with the Callaway Chamber recap, if you would. Stacy heading things up that way. We've touched on a number of different things that's happening business-wise in the community and so forth, but I got a feeling you have some additional details that people are going to want to take in.
Yes, we do have two main areas of items going on besides the retail areas. The community center is having a soup supper sponsored by the Sons of American Legion, and they're going to be serving chili chicken noodle and some type of an oyster soup.
Okay.
It's a free will donation, and then they will also have a to-go option. So if you go up there and tell them you want it to go, they can accommodate you that way as well if you are wanting to socially distant to one more notch.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have plenty of space in there to space everyone out. I have about 20 vendors signed up to come tonight.
Wow.
So just a few less than a normal year, so we're really pleased with that and hope everyone comes out and supports them.
Yep.
And then in the mini park, that is where Santa and his reindeer are going to fly in from 4:30 to 7:30. We'll be taking pictures with Santa until dark. And then we're also going to have some s'mores set up and then some other additional heating elements in place so that we don't get too chilly.
Okay.
And then at the fire hall, there will be fire truck rides from 6 to 8. So that's another thing for the kids to do. The Great Western Bank ladies will be set up in the park handing out our cookie decorating kits. We usually do cookie decorating in the bank, but we have a to-go kit for kids to take it home.
Okay.
And then we'll have hot chocolate as well. So it'll be a little hot spot to be tonight. So, and like I say, we encourage masks and socially distancing. And if you don't feel well, please stay home.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's kind of the, and then one more, Jacob, I think, forgot to mention, since we weren't able to have a ribbon cutting for Jacob, we're going to do one tonight at 5 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
So if you're in town, stop over and we'll take a picture around 5 o'clock to congratulate Jacob on his opening in March. So
Okay.
we're pretty excited.
Well, we should have maybe pinned him down on that.
Right.
I got him off on grills and different
Right.
things. So.
No, he had other important things to touch base on, so I was going to follow up with that.
Great.
So yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about just in general. This has been weird. I mean, things have been weird since March. Actually, 2019 was kind of weird because we had floods.
It's just never ending. So hopefully 2020 will come to an end and start a new trend of, greatness.
Yeah. But as, heading up the chamber, I have a funny feeling that the community members haven't really wavered. I mean, you're working with some good people here whose, attitudes are always pretty good around here. I'm sure that's helped.
Yep. Yes, we're, the positivity, we're able to maintain that and, try to keep things going and thriving in Callaway, even though, it's so easy to get wrapped up in the negativity and, think of the worst to come.
Yeah.
So we're very blessed to have a team of individuals who keep the positivity and all those aspects in mind to keep going and keep things uplifted here in Callaway.
Yep, and so we have the old-fashioned Christmas as usual.
Yes.
It's going to be held starting today. It looks like most things somewhere
4 to 8.
4 to 8.
Yep,
Okay.
We'll catch mostly everything. So.
All right.
Yep.
And folks, come on over. You heard mentioned that wear your masks if you prefer wearing masks. There's plenty of room to stretch out.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of this is outside, that you mentioned. In the community building, that's a huge gym.
Yep.
And even with 20 vendors, there's going to be plenty of room. Spread out. So take it in and enjoy it. You guys have been working on this a while, so it'd be nice if you had a bunch of people show up and enjoy it.
Yep. Just come out for a family-filled evening.
All right.
And bring your coat.
Yeah, maybe a hat.
It's a little chilly today, yeah.
Thanks, Stacy.
Thank you, Dave. I appreciate you coming over.
Always fun coming over. Have a harder time getting out of here than I do getting over here. That's the way Callaway is.
That's right.
All right, we're going to send it back to the studio, but again, 4 to 8. Just come to Callaway this afternoon. There's that ribbon cutting at True Value at 5.
Yep.
And I'm sure Jacob would enjoy having a big crowd for that. And then you can enjoy some goodies, some s'mores.
I forgot the soup is going to be served at 5 too. The soup supper.
Soup suppers at 5, so you can eat, you can have dessert, you can ride the fire truck, the reindeers will be here. It's all happening in the old-fashioned way here in Callaway this afternoon and tonight. Back to you, Brent.
All right, Dave, thank you very much. One last break to take here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. We'll come back and wrap it up after this.
We saved serious cash with our Progressive Home and Auto Bundle and used the money to buy a new boat.
Who's ready to water ski?
This is not a real testimonial. Sure, customers can save big money with Progressive, but not enough for a new boat. They'll probably spend it on rent or gas money or maybe one of those little plastic wading pools for the yard.
Ahoy there!
Is what the captain might say. On the toy boat. In your wading pool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Visit Boot Barn for quality gifts this holiday. Ariat boots are known for performance and comfort. Ariat boots are enhanced with modern technology features that provide the comfort and support of a high-performance athletic shoe. It still offers the functionality and durability of the iconic cowboy boot, which is ideal for working cowboys and rodeo athletes. For the next generation gift this holiday, Ariat at Boot Barn. Unwrap the West.
A special thanks to all of our wonderful guests on the breakfast show here this morning, and we do encourage you to head on over to Callaway and enjoy the festivities there as they celebrate an old-fashioned Christmas in Callaway. That does it for the breakfast show today. Thanks for listening, everybody, and we'll visit with you again tomorrow.